always watch piano or small, that's my channel. Before I get started, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And now let's actually get started. So today, I'm going to be teaching you how to play chords on the piano, both left and right hand. So let's get started. Just a reminder, this is for people who are struggling to learn the chords, not for people that have just started piano, because otherwise it would be too hard. So if you've just started learning piano, practice for 10 days and then try and attempt this video. So we're gonna learn about the basic chord that we need to know to play loads and loads of songs. The C chord. So it is played by playing middle C, E, and G. So these are 3 notes you have to play to get that note. So you can put it in loads of different songs, and you can also do the same thing with your left hand. I don't find it as simple, but basically this time you put your pinky finger on there, your number 2 finger on there. By the way, I'm going to talk a lot about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your thumb is always number 1, your pinky is always number 5. So this is 4, this is 3, and this is 2. And then your thumb is 1. So I'm going to be talking a lot about those numbers. So 5 on that C here, it should be the second. You see those are 2 keys. Those are 3, and then those are 2. Oh, 2. These are 2, and this is where you play the C chord. But then you go across the piano to the next 2, and that's where you play the other C chord. So you put your pinky here, number 2 finger here, and your thumb here on the G. So you can make it like that. So now we're going to focus on putting them together. Oh, I can. But basically you put your left hand on the keys. Make sure you mark where they are, 2 and 2. Then place your fingers on middle C, or C at the back. It should be at the actual, I think it's, yeah, that's the second C from this one as well. And then you put your finger on E, and then G. So it should sound, if you play them together, it should sound like this on a keyboard. But if you play it on the piano, it should sound a little bit different. I think on the piano it'll sound a little bit deeper. I haven't played the piano yet before, I've just played the keyboard. So, yeah. But it's still the same rule for both of these 2s here. Still the same rule. So now we're going to focus on G. You can pause the video and keep practicing C if you want, by using this tutorial. But basically, by the way, if I show you the piano and you see like little marks, it's nothing. It's just because I used to play with stickers on it. So G is quite similar to C. You see, if I go on C like this, all I've got to do is keep my thumb in the same place. Keep my thumb here, and then move this hand over here. So it's C, G, C, G, C. Like that. So you can do that. So basically, this is G. See when my hands are playing the notes? The last 2 you need to make sure have 2 notes apart. Basically 2 notes, so it's nothing. And now we're going to focus on G on the second hand. So basically, like I said, you have your hands here in middle C, then you just move your hands to G. Trust me, this is hard for beginners, okay? So I would learn all the chords on the right hand before trying to attempt chords on this hand. Just kind of one of the systems on. So that's C, and then this is G. So it's basically the same as your right hand, except move. Wait, it's the same, yeah. Keep your thumb there, then move these fingers back 1. So if you play 2 G's together, I talked a little bit too fast. And you can do middle C, and now we're going to practice moving from middle C to A, like that. Just like that. Quite simple when you think of it, but it's actually quite hard for people who've just started. And the way that I learned these is simply piano, but, you know, expensive. So, I learned these chords, so now I want to help people learn them as well. So, basically, you've got these chords here. Yay, I did it. So basically, I want you to practice playing those chords together. Not with the second hand yet, because that'd be a little bit too difficult. So start doing that. Follow the beat. I'll turn this on if it helps. That helps, then yeah. But I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh yeah, make sure to have your hands curved like that when you're doing the piano, like that. Then it'll help with your technique later on. Because if you have your fingers flat like this, you won't be able to go. Look, you won't be able to press the keys down as easy. Those fingers will go down. But the reason for doing this, if fingers curved, is because soon we will be moving on to how to do this. Go from middle C to F. So soon we'll be working on that. So now that we've practiced it with the right hand, now we're going to practice it with the left hand. So just the left hand. I'll put that beat on again. Helps, you can rewind the video and try that, but this helps. Try not to look at your left hand when you're playing, because this is where you'll be adding bass. Eventually you'll be adding bass with these chords, and then you'll be playing some notes on this side, so you need to be able to do these notes without looking, because otherwise you're going to get these notes wrong. So now we're going to focus, I'm not sure if you've heard of this yet, but D chord. So the D chord, so as you can tell, this is the C chord. Then what you do is you put your second finger on the closest one to the two, so basically the two, and there's one thing, make sure it's on the higher bit of the piano, not the lower bit. Make sure it's on the higher bit, so it goes C, D, E, F, and then that's where you place your hand, and then you place your hand also, you place your thumb here, so it's in the middle of these two, in the three. So basically, this is one, so just pretend you're closing this one off by pressing it, because it's like a button, and then put your thumb on this bit here, in between here, because then you want both of them to close, like that. And then you put your pinky finger on D, which is right next to middle C. So this is what D sounds like. By the way, I was holding the camera with my right hand. This is what D sounds like here, and the D sounds like on the left hand. So I'll show you how to do it on the left hand now. So the left hand, it's basically the same. Gosh, please don't turn off. You have the two keys there. Then you come over to this one. Pretend you're closing the skate. And then put your thumb here, so you're closing both of the gates. Then put your pinky finger on D. So it should sound like that. So practice this with me. So my battery is about to die, so let me just put it on charge. So now let's go back to the D chord. So you can play it with both hands now. So let me put the beat on. So basically what we're going to do is the left hand. So when it goes ding, you play it like that. And then when it's on its way to that, you go. So I'll show you. And if it didn't, I would recommend rewinding the video and trying it again and again and again, and eventually you'll get it right and then come to this point. So I'll just basically say, this is 12:45. Remember that. So, now we're going to go on to a different chord already. Yes, a different chord. Or how about let's practice D, switching from D, like this, C. That's chord we're learning next. This is one of the harder ones, D to G. Actually quite hard. But G to D isn't that hard. G, D, you know, so it's like, it's in the middle. So, yeah. And now we're going to practice the last chord. Well, it's not the last chord out of all of them, it's still A minor, F. But this is the A. This is the E minor. So those are all the different chords we've learned today, so I'll do them in order. So basically, I should have started with G, going from down, so G, so I'll do it from lowest to highest, so it's G, C, D, but, by the way, if you're playing the piano, please cough into your elbow. And you can play loads of songs with these, but E is, so you go on the third one out of these two, so they've got C, D, and E. E is here, and you play it like C. E, you go like that, and then second note, and then put your finger on the second one, and then put your pinky on the third one. So basically you're missing out two notes like that. Because then you can easily move from D to E once you're ready. But it's literally not just to move your fingers. So D. Oh, wrong one. D, like that with your left hand. Then you can move to yeah, I can do that sometimes as well. But basically now we can go like something like something like that. You can do that. And it's just a really cool way to learn piano, and if I went too fast on this tutorial, I will, well, you can pause the video and rewind it to wherever point you are confused on. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. I'll see you next time. Bye guys!